Here are a few clips I came across that detail what many black men feel. I'm not the only one who dislikes the fake hair, lashes, and tiger claw like nails. Let's be real, if a black man wanted a woman with long hair, why would he date a black woman wearing extensions glued in? We'd simply go for someone whose hair grows naturally like that. The reality is that some women are damaging their natural beauty, destroying their hair to look like a completely different race. These same women often say they're independent and don't need a man, but still need someone else's hair glued to their head. It's nonsensical. Many women say they're not doing this for black men, but because of deeper issues like self-hate or even body dysmorphic disorder, BDD. According to the Cleveland Clinic, BDD is a mental health condition that causes people to obsess over perceived flaws in their appearance. While everyone has unique physical traits, those with BDD see their characteristics as flaws, leading them to spend significant time trying to fix what they believe is wrong with them. This disorder can seriously impact a person's quality of life. Let's talk about it, because this isn't just about aesthetics, but how women perceive themselves. You can learn more about BDD at myclevelandclinic.org.
Nose looks better on a black person. Black hair looks better on a black person. Look at my beard. It's black beard. It's a foot long, but it looks like it's 2 inches long. It's black hair. It looks better on a black person. If I take a white girl and I put a black nose on her, she'll look like a bumbling idiot, won't she? She'll look like an idiot if she wore that. That's exactly what black women do. I will argue the exact opposite. You're covering up the most beautiful features in the world because you think that this looks better, or the most common law that I hear, the more common lie that I hear is it's convenient, it's a protective feature. It's easier to take care of it. Those are all lies. You don't cover up something attractive. You don't cover up something that's attractive with something less attractive unless you think that thing that's less attractive is attractive. The reason why you put that on top of your head because you think it's more beautiful than what you grow. You the one that hate black women. I'm telling you that I like your blackness.
So wait a minute. So you're saying that they got this backwards. That it's black men that love black women, and it's black women that don't like black women. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, 100%. Black men never asked black women to add fake hair, fake lashes, or tiger claw-like nails. It's not us, boo. This is all on you and your desire to impress other women, while dismissing what black men actually want or need.
That's what men been saying forever.
Hold on. Let me say this. Weave, lace fronts, sew-ins, them dumb badass eyelashes. That's a form of self-hate. Black women hate themselves.
I agree. I want to move on to, because we have a number of questions to hit on, and I'm gonna start with you, Sly. And I really wish, I know Ray had to step away for a second, but mind you that these are our sisters. I mean, and we love them, and everything we're saying is in love, right? So I have one question. We got a question that says, why do black men attack black women's appearance on social media, i.e. hair, lashes, complexion, body? And matter of fact, I will say I'll have Ray last. I'll skip over Ray. Go ahead and start this off for me, Sly.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So let's say for the black women, most of the time when guys say things on social media, they never say black women. Mm-hmm. They never specify black women. It's just, you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, just one hollers, the one that got hit, right? Mm-hmm. But the reason that they probably feel like they've been attacked because I haven't met a guy that actually liked that stuff. Like, who told them that this looked good? I mean, the Asians brought this over. Who told them that looks good? Like, what guy goes up to a woman and says, "Man, your eyelashes are on fire. I want to marry you"? Who says that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who likes that? I could care less.
But what about when they say that? Because I've heard women say that they don't care what men think. They doing it because they like it. It's for them. And then I've also heard women say that we do all this for you. So I mean, there's kind of like mixed messages. What's your take on that?
No, it's not for us, man. It's not for us because if we continuously telling you we don't like that, we continuously telling you, man, that's ugly. You know what I mean? Like we saying it's ugly without telling you it's just blatantly saying it's ugly. But it's like, okay, the eyelashes, the tons and tons of makeup, because you don't know who you're gonna be with. I saw a lady on TikTok. She looked like, and this is where she gets her following. She looks like she's 80 years old. She's missing teeth. You know, her face is sagging. Everything. She puts in some fronts. She puts on makeup, and she looks like she's about 30. And I'm like, that's catfishing, because somebody's gonna see you and think, you know, you look like that, and in the morning they're gonna wake up and you ain't gonna look like that, and they're gonna be like, who are you? You know what I mean? So nah, I mean, nah, like we don't like that. We don't like that. And I mean, if you find a guy that says, hey, you know, because then they'll take it as an insult. A guy walks up to a woman and says, hey, you know what? Your makeup is beautiful. She gonna be like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nah. I mean, if he say your makeup is beautiful, then I mean, you're gonna take it as an insult. If he walk up and say, man, you know what? Those like, let's say to a Caucasian woman, you walk up to a Caucasian woman or somebody who's not African American, and you walk up and say, oh man, them lip fillers are perfect. Like, who's telling them these lip fillers look good? I'm like, hey, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Because if I take, like, if I wear a fake beard, like if I get a beard like Ray and put it on and then go home and then take it off, I mean, would the woman still like me, or would she think something wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
Think so.
Hey Ray, I'm coming to you last with this one. Okay, so Sweet Jones,
Yes, sir.
you know, this sister wants to know that why are black men attacking black women's appearance on social media? Now, our sister Maad said that the music videos, entertainment told these women that we like these things. And let's not forget about the thousands of followers that follow IG models. Does she have a point? I mean, she has a point, right? I mean, I mean, a lot of these women that have these long eyelashes and they have these, you know, the weave and the makeup caked up, they do have a lot of people following them on IG. Your thoughts?
That's for sure.
So my answer to that directly is, I don't know why these dudes trashing these women online. I actually think that's pretty lame. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you was a kid, you know what I'm saying? You grew up, you know, talking about whoever, guy, girl, you know, we called it janking back in the day. Girl, look at you, your hair nappy or whatever. But as a grown man, dog, I personally don't think we should be going out there, because some people go out there and seek them out. You know, I'm on Twitter heavy, man. I love Twitter. And I see a lot of that shit. People just go out there and go talking about these women. And now, mind you, some of the shit they do, some of the shit they wear, it's going to be funny. I don't care if you're a sister or a Caucasian, I don't care who you are. I'm going to laugh at some of that shit. And sometimes maybe somebody need to tell you, man, you know what? Come on now. But it don't have to be that person. It should be somebody that's close to them. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be me on social media going to find the next shit to say, man, what the fuck you got on? What the hell you did to your BBL goddamn trash? Go back and get that shit redone. Like, that don't have to come from me. That don't have to come from us. You know what I'm saying? The women gonna tear each other down enough on their own.
No, but they bigging each other up with some of this stuff. They actually wearing it because other women are wearing it.
Now, you know, and that kind of goes to what my man just said, you know, the question, he said that the women say they doing it for us. Nah, they doing it for each other. These women be trying to impress each other with all this shit. Right. So therefore, the women need to hold each other accountable when they out there bad. But it's gonna be some of us that's gonna do it, and personally, it ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, let it be one of my homegirls or somebody in my family. I might say something, but I ain't finna go seek out a stranger. Though. I ain't finna do that.
AK, let me ask you something real quick while you guys stand there.
Oh, yeah, real quick, because I got to go to Rico next.
Okay, real quick. When women see Aquaman on Instagram and the movies, he don't look like that when he go home. So it's like they like Aquaman. They don't like what he look like when he goes home. So it's like, hey, it's like that's just all show. It's just for a show. Like people gotta understand what's on TV is made up. You know what I'm saying?
But okay. I'm gonna answer that real quick, or pose another question to Rico. But I mean, isn't this all part of the mating dance ritual? Isn't this peacocking? Isn't that what we do? We try to make ourselves appear sexy for the opposite sex. Is not part of the mating dance ritual.
Nah, a peacock show you its true feathers. A peacock conceals its feathers, and then it fans out its true feathers and shows you its true feathers. That's not peacocking. That if a peacock was throwing on a eagle suit, and then like, yeah, I'm an eagle out here, then you could compare it to that. But the peacock is showing you its true feathers, which it generally conceals until it is trying to attract a mate. So it's a different thing. And I do want to address that. I don't think, okay, some men may be out here bashing women who wear makeup or weaves or lashes or get the enhancements or whatever. I don't like when they call it an enhancement because I don't think it's an enhancement. But I don't, they call it that, and so I'm forced to call it that, right? Mm. But if you ask a man, hey, why don't you like me? And they say, well, I'm not into the makeup. I'm not into the long lashes. I'm not into the weave. That's not bashing. If you ask a man, hey, why don't you like me? And he say, hey, I don't really want, I don't want to.
Well, you know what? You know what?
I don't want a large fry.
If you're saying that you don't like the long eyelashes and you don't like the weave, well then you hate black women. Because that's what some women say. Some women some women actually say that when you tell them that means that you don't like black women. Sweet Jones, man, have you heard this before? Well, you know what. Let me bring Ray in because Ray hasn't gotten a chance. You've heard that argument before that if you criticize and you let them know that, hey, we want you to wear your natural hair. We don't want you to wear the long eyelashes and the kitty cat claws. You've heard that argument, right? That you don't like.
I hear it all the time. A lot of times, when you make the point that because it's true, they say, why don't you like black women? I will argue that if you're covering up some of the most beautiful hair in the world, if you're covering up some of the most beautiful features in the world, which is on the black woman, if you're covering all that up to put something else on that looks like another descent of people, I would argue that you hate black women.
I agree. If
you're telling me that I hate black women because I'm criticizing, and I'm telling you, I would prefer for you to wear something that looks like yourself. Black features look better on black people. A black nose looks better on a black person. Black hair looks better on a black person. Look at my beard. It's black beard. It's a foot long, but it looked like it's 2 inches long. It's black hair. It looks better on a black person. If I take a white girl and I put a black nose on her, she'll look like a bumbling idiot, won't she? She'll look like an idiot if she wore that. That's exactly what black women do. I will argue the exact opposite. You're covering up the most beautiful features in the world because you think that this looks better, or the most common law that I hear, the more common lie that I hear is it's convenient, it's a protective feature. It's easier to take care of it. Those are all lies. You don't cover up something attractive. You don't cover up something that's attractive with something less attractive unless you think that thing that's less attractive is attractive. The reason why you put that on top of your head because you think it's more beautiful than what you grow. You the one that hate black women. I'm telling you that I like your blackness.
So wait a minute. So you're saying that they got this backwards. That it's black men that love black women, and it's black women that don't like black women. Is that what you're saying?
That's what men been saying forever.
Hold on. Let me say this. Weave, lace fronts, sew-ins, them dumb badass eyelashes. That's a form of self-hate. Black women hate themselves, and they dictate that. They say that every chance they get when they say, "Girl, your hair nappy." Nappy is a derogatory term. White people came up with nappy. You can't use nappy in a nice way. At least when black people use the N-word toward each other, that could be a form of, that could be terms of endearment if you use it the correct way. You can't use nappy in a positive way.
Well, in the late '80s, in the '90s, it was used in a positive way. I mean, you even had the group called the Nappy Roots. I mean, it was embraced.
Happy to be nappy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think by and large, like when we use the N word we do by and large use it as a term of endearment.
Right.
Normally, when people use the word nappy, it's preceded by laughter. It's normally you're mocking somebody or derision. I want to go to our sister Q, who said that she says, I don't know of any woman that thinks a man who prefers natural beauty equates to hating black.
The only thing keeping him from shooting his shot is that black women are not his preference.
Man, they're probably gonna report this video, but I don't care. A lot of black women, you don't love yourself. You don't even wear your own hair no more. You filter yourself so much. You putting on all these piercings and all this makeup and all this weave and all this crap that nobody cares about. You do that for you. And then you come to black men and you ask us, well, why women do it? Why you got a problem? Why women do it? We go to black women, we want black women. I want to see a black woman. And I need y'all to answer me this question. When is the last time you've actually seen a black woman wear an afro? Because I can't remember the last time I've seen a black woman in America wear an afro. It's as if you have to beg black women to be who they are. It's like you got to beg them to be who they are naturally. And you're letting feminism trick you into destroying yourself. And we see that. And as black men, we sitting back and we're watching. And we're trying to stop you, but nothing seems to be working. When I go to a black woman, I want to see a black woman. I want to see her afro. I want to see her glowing skin. I want to see you. I don't want to see all this filtered bull that you guys like to cover yourself up in.
This conversation really needs to be had because just like the woman said in the beginning, she says something in the nature of, we don't want black women. That is so far from the truth. The truth is, black women don't want themselves. See, if you live your entire adult life wearing somebody else's hair instead of your own hair, you live the majority of your life putting makeup on your face, paint on your face, instead of wearing your own face, wearing somebody else's eyelashes and literally putting glue on your forehead. Me personally, I will never take a woman that puts glue on their forehead seriously.
This type of behavior is referred to as body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, a serious mental health condition that affects many individuals, including a significant number of black women. Consider this. Black women are some of the largest consumers of synthetic and human hair products in the United States, despite making up only 13% of the U.S. population. In essence, black women are heavily supporting an entire hair industry, much of which is based in China.
I may play around with you every now and then, but most likely I wouldn't even do that because I'm turned off from all that. And a lot of us black men feel the same way, just like this man said. So you women who sit around putting glue all over your forehead and gluing some crap on your head to make you look like somebody else. In a way, when you ladies say you black men don't want black women, you're actually saying we don't want what black women have turned into. We don't want what black women have turned into. You don't wear your own hair. You don't wear your own face. You don't wear your own eyelashes. You don't wear your own butt. You don't wear your own, it just keeps going on and on and on. So it's like, we are no longer as black men accepting women who refuse to accept themselves. I'll say it again. We are no longer accepting black women who refuse to accept themselves. So if you can't accept your hair, we're not going to accept you. If you refuse to accept your beautiful skin for what it is, and you got to put paint on it, we don't accept you either. It used to be a saying that women no longer can say, accept me as I am. And it turned into a bad thing where it's just like, if you gain a whole bunch of weight, why don't you accept me as I am? It's not about that. It's about accept me as I am without makeup, without a wig, without eyelashes. That's what accept me as I am actually supposed to be. But the problem is you don't accept yourself for who you are, but you want us to accept you for who you aren't. Because that's really the thing. You want a man to accept you for who you are not versus who you are, because you don't want to accept yourself for who you are. So no, whatever woman wants to say, I don't care. And the rest of us black men don't care. Until you stop wearing all this crap, we're not going to accept you. Who you are, you actually left behind when you were like 23 or 25. See, who you used to be, was it small, keyword small, beautiful skinned black woman with her own hair. But what has happened? You've gained about 150 pounds. You can't stop wearing other people's hair. Your attitude is even worse than it was back then. And we as black men just wonder like, yo, what happened? Like I married my ex-wife when we were in our early 20s. And it was easy. Why? Because she was herself. She didn't wear makeup. She didn't wear wigs. She didn't wear eyelashes. She didn't wear none of this stuff. And it was easy to marry her. And guess what? My friends married natural hair, natural body, natural face women also. Any of my friends that are married or have gotten married, they got married to a natural body, natural face, natural hair wearing woman. I don't know anybody personally that has married a woman that has all this fake mess on. And you wonder what the actual problem is. We'll play with a woman that has all these fake stuff, whatever, but we ain't gonna marry her. So you wonder why men aren't marrying women now versus back then? It's because a natural everything woman is so hard to find where we just be like, all right, whatever. Because as men, we'll stay unmarried. We don't care. Like we could just be out here in these streets for another 10 years. Who cares? When a man is doing well for himself, it's always a woman out there that we can actually marry. So we'll wait. Maybe in the next year, the whole fad would just go away and we'll go back to the 90s again, where women were actually small and not grossly overweight. Women were actually small and not grossly overweight. And women wear their own hair, and women didn't walk around with all this crap on their faces and didn't wear fake eyelashes. And then guess what? We'll all just jump up and start marrying women left and right, and it'll turn into a beautiful thing. But until that happens, I agree with everything this man said. Because the truth is, when it comes to us men, we don't want to get married until we meet a woman that we want to marry. And that woman is going to inspire us to, one, take her off the market, because we like, yo, I need her to myself. I want my woman to have that ring on her finger, so a dude trying to holler at her, all she has to do is be like, I'm married. Because that's really what that ring actually symbolizes. I have a husband. The typical woman out here, in my opinion, is not worthy of a ring, because that's actually the reality. You can only pick one. You can live the rest of your life with a wig on your head, or you can live the rest of your life with a ring on your finger. The choice is yours, but you can't have both. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
In conclusion, many black men are tired of settling for less in relationships. If you're struggling with mental health issues, please seek help. It's crucial to learn to love the beauty that lies within you, as well as your external appearance. But until you embrace the natural beauty you possess, true healing and recovery will remain out of reach. Remember, all human life originated in Africa, Yet instead of being proud of that foundation of beauty, some have been chasing European beauty standards that were never meant for us. You've been listening to people who teach self-hate rather than self-love. I hope this encourages you to reflect on your natural beauty, whether you choose to wear fake hair or embrace your authentic, beautiful self. Love who you are as a black woman, and everything else will follow.